Greetings. I'm Reverend Barbara Braylon, the pastor of Destiny Temple of Faith United Church of Christ, and welcome to my weekly devotional messages. Let's get to it. Today's message is titled, After the Rain, the Sun Will Shine. It comes from Ecclesiastes, the 3rd chapter, verse 1. Everything has its own time, and there is a specific time for every activity under the sun. Back in the 1970s, Quincy Jones wrote a song called Everything Must Change. Some of the verses say, Everything must change, nothing stays the same, everyone will change, no one stays the same. The young become the old, and mysteries do unfold, because that's the way of time. Nothing and no one goes unchanged. Today's Bible verse tells us that everything has its own time and a specific activity under the sun. This verse, like the song, lets us know that things will change. Our scripture tells us not only will things change, but that things are supposed to change. Our lesson comes from Ecclesiastes, which is part of the wisdom literature in the Bible. The wisdom literatures contain the books of Proverbs and the book of Job. These books speak to us about how to live with one another, our moral and ethical teachings, how to have human relationships, and how we should engage with one another, and how to make wise decisions. The book of Ecclesiastes particularly takes a good, hard look and reflection on life and death and the meaning of life and finding one's purpose in life. The writer of Ecclesiastes probably was an person that was up in age and had lived for quite some time, and the writer, be a male or female, had begun to reflect on what is the real meaning and why are we here. And the writer sums it all up as you get toward the end of the book, and many times the writer is letting us know that the thing that we really must focus on the most is trusting in God and knowing that God is in control and finding our purpose and meaning in the Lord. One of the things that I really liked about these passages of scripture that I looked at in this first verse, one of the things that the caption said over the verses that I was looking at that says, everything changes in God's own time. And so that spoke to me and said that no matter how much we plan some things, no matter how much we try to be in control, that there's some things in life that will only happen when God says that they will happen. There was one day that I was standing looking out of my window one morning after it had rained the whole day before. And the day before this, of course, the sky was very cloudy and very gray and very dreary. But as I stood that next morning looking out at the big, beautiful grass with the sun shining so brightly, a peace came over my soul, because that peace said to me that after the rain, the sun will shine. So just like our verse lets us know that there is a season to everything, know that after the rain, the sun will shine. And what me looking out at that grass said to me was that trouble does not last always. And there's a song by the gospel artist Timothy Wright titled Trouble Don't Last Always. And if the song by the gospel artist by Timothy Wright doesn't give you any solace, or if the words by Quincy Jones in Everything Must Change doesn't give you solace, I have one more song that may help you, and that is Psalms 30, verse 5. Weeping may endure for a night, but joy comes in the morning. So, beloved, today, if your skies are dark and dreary and gray, know that after the rain, the sun will shine. Let's get to it. Be blessed.